Joyce has come to the party.
Hey guys, it's Matt Joyce in the house.
It's Joyce, he'll make the grab.
Don't be a little bitch.
For me, I always think 5-10 years out. You know, what's the dream? What's the vision? Obviously, been able to do real estate, learn a lot about the real estate game.
But hang on.
You see a guy making $5 million, taxes, you're going to take 50-something% of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's going to happen to attendance in baseball park? Man, guys, hey, good. Come on.
Thanks, man.
Stop the madness.
Thanks for having me.
Matt Joyce reaches out to me on, I don't know, Instagram or
I think
Facebook.
it was Instagram.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody said.
He didn't even know how much I love the game.
Yeah.
You didn't even know until today that I love the game, right?
I told my wife, I was like, yeah, just text Grant. She's like, he's not going to answer. He answered.
Your wife is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you very much. Stay away from her.
If you Google his name, Matt Joyce, the first thing that's gonna pop up
Matt
is
Joyce's
his wife.
yeah.
Right? I did it. I did that.
Probably.
I did it today.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I did it today, and she is smoking.
She's probably got more followers than I do now.
Yeah. What does she do?
Yeah, I mean, she used to teach a little bit. She worked at Hard Rock when she was younger. She was a Hard Rock calendar girl. I met her at 717 charity bartending event, which they just had another event for. And man, you know, we had to move from Tampa. I was playing with Tampa for 5 years. Then we had to move to LA. So basically, she just came with me and was like, "Let's travel the world, play some ball, and you know, see what happens."
What a dream, man. Where'd you grow up?
Tampa, Florida.
Okay, and then so how'd you get in the baseball game? He's All-Star, right?
Yeah, All-Star 2011.
You guys almost made it this year.
Well, we made the playoffs.
We
made the playoffs. We just had a tough inning with the Braves. You know, I mean, we had 10-run first inning in Game 5. That was brutal. But yeah, man, I was born and raised in Tampa. You know, I grew up playing baseball. My dad had me in the front yard in diapers, you know, throwing to me. He's like, "Hey, you ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." "Sure? Yeah, I'm ready." And then he'd wing it as hard as he could, you know, and say, "Oh, I thought you were ready." And yeah, I just grew up playing, man. I loved the game, always loved the game. I was drafted by the Tigers. I got traded to the Rays, played at home, which was really cool, playing at home. I had people coming out, "Hey, you went to Armwood High School, college, you played softball with your dad," all that jazz, man. It was cool. It was really fun.
So did you know, like, when did you know you were going to play professionally, get paid to play a game?
So in the minor leagues, you don't really make a lot. I mean, you know, you get drafted. You know, I had a pretty good inkling that I was going to get drafted my junior year. And so I got drafted. I went in the 12th round. I kind of had a crappy junior year. Drafted 12th round, went with the Tigers. I didn't really know I was going to make the big leagues until about AAA. And you know, I was working out with somebody.
So you go into the minors. How long were you there?
Yeah, I was there 3 years and a month, which is pretty quick for like coming up through the minor leagues.
Okay, so you're what, 17, 18?
No, I was about 20. When I got called up, I was 23 when I got up to the big leagues. So, you know, went to college, and then I got drafted when I was about 20. And
so 3 years at minors.
3 years,
20 to 23.
And then you spend the first 3 years, you're up and down because you have options. So, you know, you're going back and forth, big leagues to the minor leagues, and you get your dreams crushed, your heart broken, and then you got to fight your way back up. But you have options.
So they're pushing you up from minors to the big leagues to see what? To see if you can make it? To see how you
see
perform?
how you play. Yeah, see how you perform, man. That's a big jump. You know, I went from playing in front of 2,500 people to 40,000 that night. It was Thursday night baseball. We had 2,300 the night before. They called me up, and we were playing the Red Sox. I'll never forget this. The game was on ESPN. We had 40,000 people in the stands, and we had millions of people watching. Dude, my legs were shaking. I couldn't even feel my legs. So it was a cool moment. It was really cool.
So you know when you're going in there, like when you're moving from minor to.
So what
are you thinking? You're thinking, I got to perform tonight. I got to get a hit tonight. I got to do something great.
Yeah. Well, they called me in that day. They called me in. I was dressed for batting practice. The manager called me in, and he basically said, "Hey, Matt, you know, you've been hitting the ball well, but we feel like you could have been running a little bit harder. You know, run the bases a little bit harder. So we're gonna have to make a move." And I'm like, "Oh, are you serious? Like, I've been hitting the crap out of the ball. You're gonna send me down?" And they were like, "So we're gonna call you up to the big leagues. You're starting tonight against Dice K." And dude, I went like 95 on the interstate, and it was cool.
Drove yourself?
Yeah, I drove myself. I had a '99 Honda Civic.
Yeah.
You know, because I came from the minor leagues.
So talk about that. Like, no, I think the public thinks, okay, you're playing professional ball. somebody's chauffeuring you over there.
No, the minor leagues.
You got a bunch of money.
I always tell people the minor leagues are the real grind, because you're sitting on bus rides for 12 hours
with Kevin Costner.
Yeah, him and playing guitar in the back. Yeah, no, 12-hour bus ride. You're staying in Best Westerns, kind of crappy hotels.
Yeah.
Playing at kind of crappier stadiums, which they're a little bit nicer now. They put some more money into them, and man, it's just you're away from home for pretty much the first time. You're playing ball every day, and you're failing a lot. So you're going through that grind. You're failing. You're grinding. Personally
failing, or the team's failing?
Well, baseball, you fail a lot. Most of the Hall of Famers are failing 7 out of 10 times. So every day you're just going through that grind. You're beating your body up. You're sore. You're tired. You're failing. So yeah, man, you have to really be mentally tough and learn some valuable skills in order to be successful and get to that big leagues. And not only get there, they say it's easier to get there, it's harder to stay there.
So they call you up.
Call me up.
You getting your 99, what year Honda was
99 Honda Civic. Yeah.
Do you still have that car?
No, I don't have that car.
No.
But I would pull it into the parking lot, and I'm parking next to Jaguar, Range Rover.
Did you know the other guys that you were going to be playing with?
Of course. Yeah, man. I was.
They're guys you follow and probably want to emulate.
So that spring training was my first big league camp, and these are guys like Gary Sheffield, Pudge, Rodriguez. There's some Hall of Famers in there, and you get a little shocked, man. You get a little starstruck, and you're like, "Holy crap, man! I'm over here with Pudge and Polanco, Granderson. Ordonez. They had a stacked team. They were predicted to win the World Series, and Verlander was there.
Wow,
it was cool, man. They had a good team, but we didn't make the playoffs. You got the best team in the world, but it doesn't matter on paper. You still got to go win the ball games.
Yeah. So when you walked in there, you walked in the clubhouse, right?
Yeah.
What do you like? Do they even look at you? They're like, nah.
Yeah, no, they don't look at you. Maybe they're like, who's this little?
Who's the new dude?
This young little punk?
He won't make it.
Yeah. No.
How many years ago was that?
Oh God, that was 2008. 2008. So 12
years. Almost 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So you were how old? You were 20.
I was 23.
So you're 20,
35.
Yeah. You look good, man.
Thanks, man.
You're weathering the storm.
Yeah. I got a couple more gray hairs,
Yeah.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I still got some left in the tank, man.
Man, you look at me, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so your dad's my age, right?
My dad's 62.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, man, I couldn't believe how well you're moving around. My dad just kind of, I feel bad for him, but I don't get it. And my dad honestly has he gets negative.
He's not doing anything. He's
Well,
bored.
he's not doing.
He's bored.
Well, and plus he has some health issues. So it wears on you.
Yeah, totally.
You get older.
You start feeling that physical body banging on you all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you have your breakout? So you went up. You played how many games before they kick you back down?
I played a couple months. So I was up for about 2 months and sent back down, and then came back.
Dude,
up.
how bad did the first?
Oh, man.
Sending you back down.
Yeah, it's a dagger to the heart.
Why'd they tell you? Why'd you go back down?
I started struggling. I wasn't playing as well. When I came up, I was hot. I was hitting some home runs. I was playing well, and then they're like, "All right, let's throw some off speed. Let's find his weakness." And they started attacking my weakness. And,
so you got on the radar, and they started studying you.
Yeah.
So when you go in, they don't know anything about you. You got
nowadays it's a little different. Things have changed a lot in the last 10 years.
They got data on everybody.
They got everything. They have all the information. Yeah.
They know more about you than you know about you.
Probably.
Right.
But they know how to attack you. They know how to pitch you.
And then what are they looking? What's the competition looking for?
It comes down to execution. They're just looking for your weakness.
What did I ask you in my office?
Yeah. What's your weakness?
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for your weakness, and that's where they're attacking you.
Yeah.
So you have to be really disciplined to say, this is what I'm looking for. I know they're going to attack me like this, but I have to stay very disciplined and for what I'm looking for.
Does every ball player have a weakness?
Yeah, man. Everybody has a weakness.
Everybody.
Maybe not Mike Trout. I don't know. No, Trout, even Trout sometimes, they say, hey, pitch a rising fastball up.
Yeah.
So everybody has their little bit of weakness. It just comes down to the ability to stay disciplined.
So what do? They kick you back.
Yeah, kick me back.
You call your dad. You call your dad and say, "Hey."
Yeah, I called. Yeah.
What did he say?
Crushed. He was like, just keep working. Stay positive.
Because you can go back up, right?
Yeah.
That's
the good thing was I had some success. He was like, you had some success. You'll be back. And
Like, are you crying, dude? Or you like?
no, I don't think I was.
Seriously,
I don't
come
think
on,
I was
man, come on.
crying. No, I don't think I was crying.
I'm
But
not
I
Dr.
remember. I
You can
remember
tell me,
sitting,
man.
I remember sitting in the.
Were you pity
It's
potted?
funny.
Like
You
you're
get called
like,
up.
yeah.
You know, and then you're flying first class.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get sent back down. You're flying coach.
They
you
sent
know?
you home coach?
Sent me home coach. And I'm looking out the window. I'm like, man, damn, just crushed my dreams.
Huh?
You know.
Were you married?
No.
So
no.
you didn't have to tell her.
Yeah, no.
You dating somebody at the time?
I think I had a girlfriend. Yeah,
You called
I was
her?
dating. Yeah, well, yeah, of course I called
said,
her.
"Hey,
You
can-
know, hey,
can you be there for me?
Can
I
you
need
be
some
there?
sympathy sex.
Yeah, something. Come give me a hug.
I need something.
That's great.
So what do? You come home and what do you start working on?
Yeah, no, well, I didn't come home. I mean, we went back to the minor leagues.
Okay.
You know, and the same thing.
So
man.
where do
I
you
mean,
go?
just
You go,
going
you
through
go
the
to a
grind.
team?
So I went back down to
Are you being paid?
the Toledo Mud Hens. Yeah,
The
AAA.
Toledo what?
Toledo Mud Hens.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel good.
Hustling, bustling city of Toledo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mudheads.
The Mud Hens. Yeah. It was
The Mud
It was
Hens?
cool. Mud Hen. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, you go back down.
don't feel good
and,
about that.
And you grind it out.
Yeah.
I worked my way back up. I was up and down a little bit for the next 2 years. I got traded to the Rays. And then hurt my elbow 2010, missed half a season.
But hang on. So you get traded to the Rays.
Yeah.
What are you thinking now? You're like, fuck.
Dude,
I
I was going
ain't
home.
going back down.
No, I was going home. So I was pumped. I was playing winter ball in Mexicali, Mexico, because I had to go play winter ball. They're like, hey, we want you to work on hitting off speed. You know, we want to get you some more reps. We want to see you go play in Mexico. So I had to go play in Mexico. And then while I was down there, I was playing well. They were like, hey, you know, you're coming home. And I was like, oh, good. I get to come home from Mexico. And they were like, no, you were traded to the Rays.
Your original home.
I was pumped, dude. I was pumped.
So what are you saying to yourself right now? I can just imagine like,
yeah, I was.
dude, this is going to be like, I'm making a sales call. I failed at the last 8.
Well, I still
And I'm
had
like, I'm
some
gonna make
success. You know, I still had some success with the Tigers. I mean, I came up by bang. I played pretty well. You know, hit a few homers. You know, I had some success.
Yeah.
And
you got over 100 homers, right?
I got 100. I don't know how many do I have, Eddie? 140 something.
He knows
140,
exactly how many
140
he's
something. I don't know, dude. You know, it's around there.
You know how
I
many
got
you
some
got.
more left in there though. So yeah, I went home to play for Tampa. It was cool. I was pumped, man. And the funny thing was, the messed up thing was, in 2009, the team was stacked because they just went to the World Series in 2008. So I spent
Stacked meaning what?
Stacked meaning like they were really talented. They just went to
Rosters
the World
are
Series.
just loaded with
yeah,
talent.
they were loaded, and they had spots filled. And so 2009, I spent pretty much the whole season in AAA, and I think I was up for the beginning because somebody was hurt, and I hit a home run second game, and then I was sent down. I was called up for like 2 weeks or a week or two, middle season, and then that was it. 2010.
So they just used you. They basically plugged you in while another dude was hurt.
Yeah, and I was playing really well in AAA, man. You go through the grind. That's the.
So dude, timing's got to be right. Your performance has got to be right. Their inventory.
Yeah.
Their need has to be right.
There's a lot of factors that have to come.
Sounds like running a business.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Little timing, definitely a lot of sweat and hard work.
Good attitude the whole time, the good or the bad.
Oh yeah. You know, man, I've played with guys that have bad attitudes.
Have you?
Yeah, it's for one, it's tough to be around. For two, they don't play a long time. You don't see them play unless you're ridiculously talented. Your talent's through the roof.
It's a diva attitude.
You'll get away with it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name any names, man. I'm gonna call anybody out.
Give me one.
No.
We're a private YouTube channel, man.
No, I would never.
How talented are these guys that you're thinking
they're
about
the
right
best.
now?
Yeah,
the best.
Well, the guy I'm thinking about right now is one of the most talented people I play with, but his attitude sucked, man. His attitude sucked.
He's just hard to be around, or
yeah, I'm not gonna get into it.
No, but I mean, what is it?
He was a little bipolar. Yeah, he just he had a bad attitude.
Yeah.
He's tough to be around.
He was negative. He's negative. He doesn't like the game anymore, or he's bored with the game, or.
That's a good question.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, I love the game. You show up every day. What happens is, in baseball, once the season starts, it's every day.
Yeah,
it's
162 games.
162 games in regular season.
And if you make it.
30 games in preseason, in spring training.
192.
And then if you make the playoffs, it's over 200. You're gonna play around 200 games, and that grind same thing as business. That grind can wear on you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Especially if you're failing. If you're failing, you're struggling, your body hurts.
Yeah, yeah.
And
your body's got to hurt, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, your body hurts just a little bit more every year.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to work on this. You got to stay strong. Pump. Man, that was a big thing for me. Pumping a lot of positive stuff, listening to stuff, reading stuff. Whatever I could get my hands on really helped me.
So let me ask you, like, I've always, like, I wanted to play the game and everything, but
you did? You played the game.
A little bit.
Catcher back in the day.
Yeah, but not really. So, I remember, man, I got run over at home once, right? Trying to block the base. Dude, I got thrown all the way to the big dude, comes twice my size, throws me into the fence.
Yeah.
I fucking love that moment. It was so good.
As long as you don't tear your knee, you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
It jacks you up a little bit. Yeah.
So when you're going out on the field, 100 and 200 games a year, how many years you been playing? 10?
Yeah, parts of 12. So I just got 10 years service time in the big leagues this year.
So 10, it's 2,000 games.
Yeah.
How do you stay fresh? Because everybody watching has the same, they're playing some game over and over. How do you stay fresh on that game number 1,681? Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, you've been in this place.
No, it's a grind. So a couple things, like I said, I like to listen to stuff. A lot of it comes back to routine. So you have your routine. So I don't want to say you go through the motions, but there's some days you don't want to show up. There's some days you want to show up, even in the big leagues, man. There's some days you don't want to show up. You're tired of failing. I've just played 20-something games in a row. Like, I want to go sit on the beach and enjoy my life, drink a margarita or something. I don't know, whatever you drink, Corona. And so you show up, you go through your routine. You either listen to some music you like, or you listen to something positive, motivational, and you think long term. For me, I always think 5-10 years out. What's the dream? What's the vision? And for me, that really helps. I read something. It's constant. You're constantly trying to grow. And honestly, just being thankful for the opportunity. That was huge for me. Every national anthem, I sit there and I'll just
can't believe I'm
just say, thank you, man. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But half the teams and half the guys have to be saying, okay, there's no chance we make it to the championships this game.
Yeah, when later in the season.
When in the season do you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, God, man, it's crazy. You play 162 and you might not know till the last week.
Really? But some teams got to know early.
Some teams know early. Some teams know within
have you ever been on a team that was like the team sucks so bad you're like, there is zero chance?
Yeah, towards the end. And you're kind of, it sucks. You're kind of showing up and you're not playing for anything.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Because then it becomes kind of personal because you're still playing for yourself and other people watching for you to play next year. You know what I mean? You always got to think about that future. Somebody's always watching.
Right.
So, you have to get a little selfish in that aspect. You still want to be a good teammate. You still want to play the game the right way.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to be a little selfish and be like, all right, well, I got to bring something. We got to play a game. You got to go to work.
Yeah. It's work.
I'm going to have, it becomes work. It's a job. I'm going to show up. I'm going to have a good attitude and play the game the right way. He's trying to kick my ass. I'm going to kick his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to give him a show. How much of it is entertainment?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. Yeah. I think
what's something you've done on the field to entertain the fans?
I like to interact with the fans. I like to interact with the fans. I like to bring them into my world. Whether it be take a picture, sign something for them, do like a little video.
You grab their phone?
Yeah, grab their phone, grab my phone, post it on mine, do
they love that.
something. Yeah, they love it. They love it. Do a giveaway. Other than that, I'm not like a really flashy guy. I was brought up to like play the game the right way, be humble, work your ass off, and I'm not like gold chains, like home runs, like making signs. I say a little prayer, man. Thank
Kissing
you.
the bat.
Bat flip.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's cool though.
No, it's awesome.
And it's gonna be good on Instagram.
There's nothing like it.
Right.
There's nothing like.
So how much, like, how does a guy make a decision about, okay, hey man, I know I got how many years in the game? How many years does the average ball player have?
I mean, most of them don't make it to the big leagues.
Okay, let's say they do.
If you make it to the big leagues,
6, 8 years?
3, 4, 3.5.
So a guy's walking in, a guy like me's thinking, okay, I'm 23 years old.
Yep.
I'm out of here at 28. how do I milk this thing for everything it's worth? Who am I going to be? Like, is any of that going on? Or are people even prepared for that part of the game? Or how do I build my brand? How do I exit?
When I was young, you're just trying to stay there.
Stay in the game.
You're just trying to stay there at the big leagues. You're doing everything you can. I mean, it's the same game. It's just at a higher level, and everything becomes magnified in the big leagues. All the information is a little bit higher, all the cameras, everybody's watching, everything becomes just a little bit more magnified. And what happens is you have to learn to, and it's the same thing, when you do these huge seminars, you have to learn to slow yourself down because you get excited. You know, it's easy to get excited. You know, in big leagues, I'm like, man, everybody's watching, bases loaded. I want to crank a grand slam. Slow down. Simplify it. I'm just trying to get a good pitch. And I'm trying to square it up. Try to square it up, line drive up the middle, maybe the gaps. Depending on what, you know.
So you're looking for the shot. Like when you start talking like this, I get all excited. Because you're looking for, and this is the thing about real estate. I'm looking for that piece of real estate.
You're looking for that pitch.
Pitch. What pitch are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for, well, it depends on the count, depends on the pitcher.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It gets a little deeper. But for me, what do I like to hit? I like to hit a fastball, middle way, middle in. You know what I mean? Something I can drive.
Yeah, and to get him to pitch you that, then that's another strategy, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to give that to you out the gate.
Yeah, I see where you're going. So you have to be really disciplined on laying off his pitch or close pitches in order to wait for your pitch. If I get in a good count, 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, that's when I'm like, all right, I dare you to put it where I want
you're
it.
negotiating with the guy.
More or less.
Okay, so you're 5 years in the game. You've been how long now?
Yeah, parts of 12, so 10 plus.
Like that's like
it's crazy.
So you come out at some point.
It goes quick, man.
It's gonna you're closer to the end than you are the beginning.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you transition? How do you plan for a transition?
So man, we were talking about this earlier. I was really fortunate enough to take those long bus rides, those 12-hour bus rides in the minor leagues and start reading. And a couple of books I started reading were Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Law of Attraction, mental toughness books. And I took a liking to those, and I really enjoyed those self-help where you really learn, a lot about yourself, and you learn, about, money and making money, what an asset is, what a liability is. And I started investing in real estate when I was 24. I was 24 years old and I started investing in real estate. Started a little, crappy home, had holes in the wall, had graffiti on the wall. It was kind of, bad neighborhood.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah, and I didn't know. I just knew that I wanted to create passive cash flow.
Right.
And so we've been doing that for a while. It's been awesome. I really enjoyed it. I think real estate is one of the best investments you can make. I love talking to the guys about those investments, real estate, and learning about, and just really teaching them about cash flow, teaching them about money management, teaching them about real estate. So that part of it's fun for me.
Do the other players like to have this conversation? Do you?
Yeah,
they enjoy it.
They enjoy listening. Not everybody takes to it. A lot of guys, these guys are young nowadays, man. They'll play Fortnite. They like their video games.
Sunflower seeds, Fortnite.
Yeah.
And hoes.
Yeah, some of them. Some of them, single ones.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in the transition period, man, I'm 35 now, and obviously been able to do real estate, learn a lot about the real estate game. Still have a ton to learn, and we're working on multiple things right now that I'm already looking. You have to plan ahead. You have to start laying the pieces, laying the foundation, because during the season, you're making money. Off season, you're not making money. Eventually, the off season.
So your salary you don't get a salary annually.
No. Well, yes, but it's only during the season. You only get checks.
So there's 3 months 3 or 4 months you don't get a check.
Yeah, 4 months you don't get a check. And your income.
So you got to figure out how to cash flow those 4 months.
You got to figure out, and really, you see your accounts kind of dwindling. And you're like, oh man, when does baseball season start again?
And not all ball players get endorsements.
No. No. Yeah, no, you got.
You don't have millions of dollars coming in.
No,
from
dude. No. Honestly, it's the top tier guys.
Yeah.
Your Mike Trout, your Judge. Those guys will get the endorsement deals. And the middle class, maybe middle class don't get too much. Honestly, you'll maybe get, hey, I'll get a Nike deal to say, hey, you get $5,000 merchandise. or something like that to wear Nike for the whole year. And
but it's nothing.
But it's $5,000, merchandise and obviously people are like, yeah, I'll take it. Take it.
Yeah. But it's you can't feed the kids.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So in the off season, what are you doing? You're trying to figure out your transition. You and the wife are talking about.
So I spent a lot of time working on the transition. Love the real estate game. We're actually opening a couple F45 gyms. I don't know if you heard of F45.
Yeah. Wahlberg's.
Yeah, Wahlberg's. Yeah. It's a badass workout, dude. It's awesome. So I think I love the business model. I love the workout. It was very similar to what I was doing. I would take my equipment, my buddies would come, and we would do a workout on the beach. It was like a circuit-based workout. And then I was like, man, if I could just bottle this up and sell it, it'd be awesome. And sure enough, that's what F45 is. So I love that business model. I think it's going to cash flow really well. I think it'll be a way to transition. I still am going to do the real estate. I love the real estate. So we have a couple of different projects going on that I'm starting to lay the foundation for the transition. You got to think ahead, man. You got to plan ahead. If you think this income stops. Like I said, the income from the season only lasts during the season. The off season eventually becomes your after career, your post career becomes,
whatever you're doing it or not doing it.
Or not doing, a lot of guys go into coaching. A lot of guys get jobs or, you heard the horror stories about athletes. Yeah. So
why, as we wrap it up, why do so many guys not pay attention? I mean, everybody knows, the public knows the numbers on the athletes that make the 3 or 4 or 5 million or whatever the number is and then go broke.
Right.
Why do you think few still don't pay attention to whatever that is?
Yeah, I don't know if it's so much pay attention. I think there's multiple reasons and multiple issues that happen. So obviously, you see a guy making $5 million, taxes, you're going to take 50-something% of that. Okay.
2 million.
And then your agent takes 5%. 200-something K. Right.
Down to 1.8.
Yeah.
Buys one house, he's broke.
And then you're down to 1.8. Now you have a car. Your wife wants a car. Yeah. Maybe your mom, you want to help your mom out.
She deserves something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so
the next thing you know,
everything adds up. Everything adds up. And then you're stuck with these insurance payments. You're stuck with the house payment. You're stuck with the utility bill for an 8,000 square foot house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those bills add up.
Yeah.
And eventually, like you said, the income stops. So you have to do something. You have to figure out something.
So should the game provide money management? Should the game do they have a responsibility?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I think they're starting to do a rookie symposium. Honestly, I went to it and it was the first year they were doing it, and I thought it was, no offense here, I thought it was terrible because I was there to learn about money. I was I understand the media. I understand how to deal with the media, talk to people, interviews, great. Help me manage my money. Help me what I invest in. Yeah, help me create income. And there was nothing. There was nothing for it. And man, I don't know.
Do they want that? Do they want
that? It's not their priority.
They're like, we got a business to run. I'm not worried about your transition. You worry about your transition.
Yeah, they're running a business.
Yeah, I can see that.
And they're paying you for a job. And
so the rookie education thing was just about how to handle the media.
A lot of it was media. Yeah, a lot of it was media, which I don't know what they're doing now. I mean, hopefully they're doing something to help players out with money. Obviously A-Rod's been great and leading the way for people to transition. So
So what do you do from here, man? What's the game?
Oh, I still got some left in the tank, baby.
What you got left?
I got a couple years left.
You got a couple years?
Yeah, 35. I feel better than I did last offseason, man.
How much does the game frown on age?
A lot more nowadays. It's gotten a lot younger. The competition is worldwide.
Yeah, you go to the Dominican Republic, get an 18-year-old.
Dominican, Venezuela, Korea, all over the place. Mm-hmm. And they breed these kids, man. Dominican, they don't go to school, and you drive by a baseball field, these kids are playing baseball with no shoes. Everybody's sharing the same bat.
Wow.
It's crazy. Different world. Third world country.
Yeah. Will the players get better?
Where?
In the future. Will players get better in the future?
Look what happened the last 10 years.
What?
Guys were averaging 90, right? 90 to 92. And now they're averaging 96, 97. Definitely. I think guys will get bigger, faster, stronger. I think the information's going to get better. You have all this data, and they're still trying to figure out how the best way to use data. They have sensors, stuff to analyze your bat plane, your bat speed, your pitch speed, your they have all kinds of stuff. It's nuts. It's nuts. So it's only going to get faster, sharper, better.
What's going to happen to attendance in baseball parks?
I mean, the ones that you're filling up?
That's good.
You like that one?
That's good.
Yeah, those are going to be sold out.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? I still love baseball. I still think America, it's America's pastime.
Is there too many games though? Is that the problem, man? Like if if I had 162 10X growth conferences a year,
right? Yeah,
there'd be 12 people in each one of them.
Yeah.
Like there's no
right.
The supply is so big.
Right. Supply and demand.
And like it's got to be the hardest schedule on any ball player. Like what is that? The NFL 16 games.
16, yeah, 16 and 4 preseason.
What's basketball?
82.
Half of your season.
Yeah.
And it's a 1 hour game. It's a 1 hour game. Your games are
3-4 hours.
I was in the LA game, the LA Astros game, the long one.
Yeah.
18 inning game.
Yeah. Oh man. Oof.
I went home.
Oof.
Fuck it. I can't. I'm a spectator.
Yeah.
In leather seats, and I'm like, I can't do any more of this.
Yeah, dude. Try playing that game.
I can't even imagine.
It's tough, dude. 18 and 9 innings is a lot.
So is it too many games, or can they ever change that?
I don't know if you can change that because it's revenue.
Yeah.
It's revenue. It's as owners, why would you take away revenue? Unless there's substantial proof to say that revenue is going to be more full.
Right. Well, they're getting most of their revenue from TV.
TV,
anyway, right?
Exactly. It's TV. It's content.
Brother, hey, thank you for this, man.
Thanks, man.
Okay, wherever you go, I need the next one. Okay, wherever you go,
right,
and
you got it.
I'm gonna be at one of your games this year.
All right.
So because I know the best is yet to come.
All right.
I really appreciate you. I know those books that you talked about. You ran into one of mine.
Yeah. Sell or be sold.
Why'd you pick up that book?
I think sales is a huge part of business.
Wow, you're a baseball player, dude. Professional baseball. Why would you pick up a sales book?
I can't play baseball forever, dude.
I mean, what were you thinking about selling though?
Yeah, obviously we have that 45 stuff coming up, but it had a lot of really good points, man. Believing in your product, understanding how to speak to somebody, how to communicate. There was a lot of good things, a lot of really valuable stuff. I loved it, man. I thought it was a really good book. I think you did a good job.
Yeah, you liked it better than 10X.
I liked it better than 10X, but
I did. That's my favorite book.
The
Seller Be Sold took 3 hours to write.
Yeah.
It was easy.
But a lot of the 10X was repetitive for me. For people that have it.
You're a maniac already.
Well, yeah, exactly. I spent a lot of time reading a lot of mindset.
It just gave you permission to be a maniac.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's mindset. It's a mindset thing. I love it.
Hey, get yourself in a position to be in power like this dude is. Come in, sit down in this studio in front of the gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that gorilla.
What does he say to you?
Says,
like if he had a message for Matt Joyce, what would it be?
He said, "Be a damn boss."
I like that, dude. It's gonna be our new question.
Be a boss. Don't be a 10X. Let's 10X it.
Let's 10X it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, thanks for watching Power Players.
Matt Joyce has come to the party.
Hey guys, it's Matt Joyce in the house.
Joyce, he'll make the grab.
Don't be a little bitch.